awards and prizes at the end of the 9-week summer camp. So I hope you all continue to attend each week, each Saturday, this summer camp. And then at the end of the camp, you'll be recognized with awards and prizes. So we won't share the details as yet. So starting off today's first session for Celebration of Wisdom, we have 3 sessions planned for today. The very first one will be taken by Mrs. Ruchi Jain, and I'll be introducing her in a minute. This will be a yoga session. The second one will be taken by Mr. Rakesh Jain, and this is the story of wisdom. So that's the session. So 10 to 10:30 we will do, of course we're past that, but 10 to 10:30 we'll do yoga. 10:30 to 11:30, Mr. Rakesh Jain will tell the story of wisdom. And finally, Samni Shanti Pragyaji will speak on the directions to wisdom, I guess. With that, let me just quickly introduce Ruchi ji here. So Dr. Ruchi Jain was born and brought up in Mumbai. After completing her bachelor's in physiotherapy, she worked in Bombay Hospital, one of the most reputed hospitals in the country, for 5 years. Post her marriage, she shifted to Bangalore and joined People's Tree Hospital. During these stints, she has treated thousands of patients suffering from various conditions. For the past 1.5 years, she's on a break and enjoying her lovely baby. On the spiritual front, she has given Jain Vidya exams up to part 4. She presided the Terapanth Kanya Mandal Virar for 4 years and has been a member of Terapanth Professional Forum. She has taken sessions on physical health of women on different forums and has also been awarded the Prerna Samman by Akhil Bharatiya Terapanth Mahila Mandal this past year. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Ruchi Jain to do yoga with us and lead us through the yoga session. Thank you, Dr. Ruchi Jain.
Thank you for introducing me. Namaste, everyone. I would like everyone to turn on their videos. If at all you have network issues, it's okay, but would be really grateful for you and me if you turn on the videos. Okay. So very happy morning, afternoon, evening to everyone. And I would say it's happy because this part of the day we are dedicating to ourselves for our health. And as you all have heard the proverb, health is wealth. So without wasting much time, in the next 2 minutes, we'll start with our yoga session. Before that, just minimal instruction that if you want to communicate with us, you can always type in the chat box. That's it. So is everyone ready for the yoga session? You can nod your head for that. Yes, no, yes. Okay, I can see everyone nodding. That's great. Everyone's ready for the yoga session? A thumbs up. Oh, good, good, good. Let's start. So I'm hoping you all have been wearing comfortable clothes for this session. Do you all have a yoga mat at home? Yes, right hand. Okay, 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 good, 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 good. So I'll give you 1 minute quickly. You get a yoga mat. I have got mine. And I'm sitting here on this mat on the floor. So I give you 1 minute. Get the yoga mat, sit on the floor like this in the Sukhasana position. Wow, beautiful. Y'all are really good and fast. Quickly getting the maths. Superb. Oh, great. So should we start? A thumbs up? Okay. So these days we all have a lot of screen time, right? I guess everyone has around 3 to 4 hours of screen time or more. If more, you can just put your hands. I have like 2 hours of screen time every day. So I'm indicating as this. How many hours do you have every day? Screen time? 5 hours. Okay. Somebody says 5 hours. Others, 1 hour, 3 hours, 2 hours. Okay. 6 hours. Okay. So during the screen time, our eyes are strained the most. The next thing is our neck, because you always have to continuously either look in the mobile in this position or in the laptop. We are always in this position. So eyes and the neck most strained, right? So first here we start with exercises of the eyes. Eyes are very small, small part of the body, but very useful. But we don't exercise the eyes much. So here what we do is, all the exercises which we'll be doing will be going very slow with around 10 repetitions for each exercise. If you can't complete 10 repetitions, it's completely okay. You can go slow, not a problem. Okay, so we start. Ready? Okay, so first is we look up. Generally when we look up, what we do is we do this. So here we don't move the neck at all, and we just look up with the eyes like this. Look at me everyone. See. Just with the eyes I am trying to look up without moving my neck, head at all. Okay. So no one will be moving the head like this up, and no one will be moving the neck at all. We just do, what we do is just look up with the eyes, up and down. Up, down. So we start. We do 10 repetitions. Okay. We'll be counting. You also can count with me. 1, 2, 3, start. Okay. Up, down. 1, up, down. 2, up, down. 3, up, down. 4, up, down. 5, up, down. 6, up, down. 7, up, down. 8, up, down. 9, up, down. 10. Okay, you must be feeling a little strain on the eyes. That is because we are not used to doing exercises of the eyes much. Okay, so the next exercise for the eye is right and left. Okay, so what you can do is, in this position, okay, pointing one finger out, look at my eyes. So first I will look at the right without moving my neck and head, and then left. So it will be right. I will be looking at the right finger first, and then at the left. Don't do this. Then this won't be the movement of the eyes. This will be the movement of the neck. Okay. So see, just once observe, then we will start. So it will be right, left, right, left. Start. Okay. Start. Right, left. 1, right, left. 2, right, left. 3, right, left. 4, right, left. 5, right, left. 6, right, left. 7, right, left. 8, right, left. 9, right, left. 10. Oh, this was a good strain on the eyes, right? Yeah. Just rub your palms. Place it on your eyes for 5 seconds. Yeah. Now bring your hands down. Oh, I'm feeling so good. Are you? Yes? No? Okay. So we move on to the next exercise, which is the neck exercise. Okay. So here also we'll do the up and down movement and the right and left movement, which we did with our eyes. Here what we'll do is up and down. Easy? We start? Okay. Up, down, one, up, down, two, up, down, three, up, down, four, up, down, five, up, down, six, up, down, seven, up, down, eight, up, down, nine, up, down, 10. Okay. Now again, right and left. Okay. So we put our hands in this position like this. Yes. So first we'll look at the right hand. Then we'll look at the left hand. Ready everyone? Okay. So first right, left, right, left, two, right, left, three, right, left, four, right, left, five, right, left, six, right, left, seven, right, left, eight, right, left, nine, last one, right and left. Okay. Feeling a little stretch, someone is doing like this. Okay, so we are feeling a little stretch, maybe a little pain also because we are not used to doing these exercises. So I would suggest everyone to do these exercises on a daily basis. This will hardly take 15 minutes of your time once you're used to it. So from tomorrow, I would like everyone just spare 15 minutes of your time and do these exercises every day, okay? Yes, a thumbs up. Okay, the next exercise is also for the neck and this will do just 5 times, only 5 repetitions. We'll rotate the neck completely, clockwise and anti-clockwise both, okay? So you can close your, first you look at me, look at the demo. First we'll do it like this, from the right to the left 5 times, okay? You can close your eyes and do it very slowly. Okay, not necessary you complete the 5 repetitions. What necessary is that you do it slowly and in a right way. Okay, let's start. First go to the right side, slowly to the left side. Yes, 1. Slowly, slowly, 2, to the right, then to the left, 3, again to the right, then to the left, 4, and the last one, 5. Okay? Now we'll do the other way around. Like we go to the left first and then to the right. Okay? Let's start 5 times. We go to the left, slowly we'll go towards the right. Yeah, so we continue doing it. 5 repetitions, but go very, very slow. Since we are not used to these exercises, all exercises are for mobility. Since we all have a lot of screen time these days, our bodies have become rigid. We are not going to play out, no play dates. So we move from rigidity to mobility. We need to make our body flexible. Okay? Done? No, you shouldn't do it like this very fast. That's wrong. You'll have some dizziness if you do that. So go very slow. Okay? The next exercise is again. This will be again the micro exercise for fingers. Okay? Both the hands in this position. Ready, everyone? Both the hands in this position. Yes. Close. Open. Yes. 10 times. Come on, do it, everyone. Close and open. Slowly, slowly. Don't do it like this. Go slow. Very slow. Yeah. Stretch your fingers to the maximum. Yeah. Stretch your fingers to the maximum. Very nice. Yeah. Keep a smiling face. Happy smiling face, everyone. Yeah. I really feel good when I exercise. I exercise every day almost for an hour and I really feel good about it. It is so refreshing when we exercise in the morning. Okay. The next movement will be, you need to bring all the fingers together and apart. Together and stretch. Together and stretch. Yes. No, it should not be fast like this. It should go very slow. Stretch completely. All the fingers together, then apart. Together. Stretch your fingers to the max. Very nice. Good. Yes. Very well. Nice. Okay, relax. We take a break for 10 seconds, okay? Just take a deep breath and blow out. Take a deep breath. Blow out. Deep breath. Blow out. Okay. Just a question. Did everyone have their breakfast? Yes. Raise your hand like this. Okay. I see almost everyone have had their breakfast already. Okay. Was it just an hour ago or just before the session? Okay. So we'll do very light exercises in this session. Since everyone had their breakfast like just half an hour or 1 hour ago, the body takes time to digest whatever we eat. Okay. So some exercise, some simple asanas we will do. We'll stand and do. Okay, everyone? Come on. Stand on your place. Everyone can see me? Okay. So the first asana we do is Vrikshasana or the tree pose. Okay? So for that asana, you do it along with me. Okay? I'll give you instructions. At the same time, I'll be doing. You watch me, listen to the instructions, and everyone do. Okay? Ready, everyone? First, what we do is take both the hands above the head. Yes. So above the head, it will be like this. The hands will be joined. Straight above the head, straight. It should not be like this, it should be straight. And then one leg, you have to balance on one leg. Yes. So we can hold it for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, how much so ever. Here we will hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Slowly bring down this leg. Bring your hands down to a namaste position. Relax. Everyone got it how to do? We'll repeat it with the other leg. Okay, I'll give you proper instructions. When you raise your hands, it should not be like this. Your hands should be folded, joint hands. Okay. The second thing is that your leg should rest on the knee. Sorry, above the knee, like this, in this position. It should not be down here or on the knee. It should just be above the knee. So here you have to balance on one leg. Ready, everyone? We start. Both the hands above the head. Hands join. Lift up one leg. Place it above the knee. If you're not able to balance, you can take the wall support like this. If you're able to balance, no need of the wall support. And hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly bring this leg down. And both the hands down. See, many of you might have found it difficult. Many of you are not able to take the leg above the knee like this in this position. Come with practice. When you practice this asana every day, surely you will get this position very easily. Like this. This is known as the Vrikshasana or the tree pose. Okay. So now the benefits of this are that when you're balancing on one leg, this asana will improve your balance. It will strengthen your arms and your legs also. Okay. We do it one more time. Everyone ready? So first, both your hands above the head. Great. Yeah, hands join. Now lift up one leg like this above the other knee. You can take wall support. Yes, great. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly bring this leg down. Hands also down. We again repeat it with the left leg. Okay, hands above the head. Hands join. Yeah, lift your leg above the other knee. Rest it above the other knee. Hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Slowly down. Okay. Well, we do one more asana now. You're also again in standing position. Okay. Your right hand above your head. Yeah. Left hand will be straight down. Just right hand above the head. Bend on the opposite side of the right. That is, bend on the left side as much as possible. Bend, 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 bend. Very good. Come up. Slowly put this hand down. Very good. This asana is known as Konasana. Very good for flexibility. We do it with the left hand. Okay. So, left hand above the head like this. And slowly bend towards the right. Bend, 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 bend. Great. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Come up again and down. We do it one more time. Right hand up. Bend towards your left. Yes. Nice. Straight. Right hand down. Left hand up above the head. Straight. Bend on the right. And thumb up straight. Hands down. Great. You can come towards the screen now and sit. So first asana we did with this position and one leg on one leg balancing the other leg. That was Vrikshasana. Vrikshasana is good for balancing and also for your arms and leg strength. The second asana we did, which was bending, that is Konasana, which is very good for your flexibility. Okay, so now I guess it's almost time. We'll do some Mahapran Dhwani. Have you heard of Mahapran Dhwani? Yes? Okay, only those who have heard can raise your hands like this. Okay, not a problem. So here, I'll show it to you once and then we can do together. We all can do together, okay? So, we breathe in through the nose first, like this, and then while breathing out, we make a humming sound like the bees. Okay, so we take a deep breath through the nose and blow. When you blow out, you make a humming sound. So this mudra, in this Gyan mudra, this is known as the Gyan mudra. So you will use this mudra, place it on your thighs like this. If you're sitting in Sukhasana or Vajrasana, you can place it like this. Take a deep breath. So this is the sound you will make while exhaling the air out. Okay? Ready everyone? Take a deep breath. Okay, exhale. One last time. Take a deep breath through the nose. Exhale. Okay, everyone? Yeah. So, you can quickly write in the chat box, how did you like today's session? And also, if you have any doubts, raise your hands if you have any doubts. We can unmute you and then you can speak. So we take one or two questions. I guess we are running short of time. Kritika, yes? Hriday?
Yes.
You had some doubts. You raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, when I was doing like this and it was bending and my head was bending like this.
Okay.
And full it was getting hurting.
It was getting?
Hurt.
Hurt. Oh, so you know what that hurt is known as? It is stretch. Because we are not using these muscles every day. We are not doing these exercises, no? So it gets rigid, it gets tight. So when you have to lose it, no, it will stretch. So when you do this, this will hurt a little. Do slowly. Don't do it very fast. Okay? With practice, for sure, it will not hurt. The 7th day when you do it, it will not hurt for sure. Okay?
Okay.
So everyone has to do all these exercises every day. A thumbs up if everyone is going to do. You really enjoy exercising. Great. Samkit.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, while doing the neck exercise,
Mhm.
so should we do that breathing?
See, if you want to, you can incorporate breathing. But since this was the first time I was doing these exercises with you, I guess you are also doing these exercises for the first time. It would be little difficult if you incorporate breathing. But if you have been practicing this every day, then you can obviously breathe in and breathe out, like deep breathe in and then slowly breathe out with these exercises. It will be really very helpful.
Okay.
Okay. Should we take any more questions?
Um, I think we are almost out of time.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Well,
so we can, yeah,
Th-
please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ruchi Jain, for a very interactive session. I think you pretty much engaged everybody on the in the session today. Very appreciated. I posed a question in the chat window. If you can recall the first three exercises that you did today, so all the students can type their response and see who can get that right. The first three exercises. Thank you very much. At this time, I'll invite Dr. Devendra Mehta, my co-host, to introduce Mr. Rakesh Jain.
Okay, so thank you everyone and bye-bye.
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you. Well, welcome, everybody. I was meditating with you also, and I enjoyed it too. So welcome, welcome. The next speaker is somebody who actually was born in Delhi. And he traveled the world. He went all the way to the best place in Canada to study, then the best place in America to study. And now he is actually the senior scientist at a company called Syngenta. And why is that important? Well, because his company and his job is to help everywhere, including India, with the agriculture. You know, the food you get, the plants that grow. He's actually helping everywhere, including India. So he's a very noble, great scientist. He also happens to love teaching, and he teaches kids like you for years. So now, before he starts, I do want to tell you one thing, and you can ask your parents for help. If you go to the group chat, there is a form. If you look there, there's a form called HTTPS Forms GLE. The form is for you to fill out and make sure you put your name on that. Because you want to get your certificate, right? And you want to get possibly win an award, right? To do that, you've got to fill that form and say you were here and you were participating, all right? You can do any time from now till we finish, but make sure you look out for that. It's in the chat. All right, so without further ado, let's get Rakesh Ji to come and give you his talk on story of wisdom. Rakesh Ji?
Excuse me?
Yes.
Do we write down what like this about? Do we write down like the story?
No. You just have to listen to the talk. The questions that the previous yoga thing you can do later. What you want to do right now is get someone to fill the name out of the form of who you are. So we have your attendance. You can do that from now till we finish. And the next thing is going to be a talk by Rakesh Jain. Okay, so sit back, listen, and he'll tell you what he's going to teach you.
Okay.
Okay, good question.
Adding to that, I think you can take notes because there will be a test at the end of the session. There may be questions on this story. So yes, please feel free to do that.
Apparently, what has happened is due to the change in the groups, I'm unable to get Rakesh Ji yet, so I'm working on it. In the meantime, Devendra Bhai, if you can say a few
Absolutely.
words. But
Sure.
what I wanted to add with what Devendra Bhai and Kinesh said is that at the end of this session, or towards the middle of the session, we will have one exam, and towards the end, we will have another exam. And based on the exams and based on the participation for every class, that's why it is important to fill out the attendance. with the combined of these two, you will get points. And the top 3 will get prizes. So please pay attention. We are also writing down the questions for each class, which will be asked to you towards the middle and towards the end of the class. So it is more to interact you. Go ahead, Devendra Bhai.
Good. So maybe what we can do is, if everybody's on their computer, can you go to the chat and see the forum? Go up to the chat, the Zoom group chat, and can you see the form? It says JV Orlando to everyone. Then it says, kindly fill this form out for your attendance. Can you all see that? Wave your right hand if you can see that. Very good. Very good. So that's the form when you open that you're going to put your name on, okay? So you can do that now, you can do it later. So now we know that. The other thing we're going to talk about is how we're connecting around the world. So today we have people and children from all over the world, from different parts of the world. So you are going to be connected with lots of other people around the world. And maybe they're not all Jain, but they're all very interested in learning like you, okay? That's a good thing. It's a very, very good thing that we're connecting. When we connect with people around the world, we also realize that we are actually one, right? We actually are made of the same cells and same DNA, the same molecules. We also have parents who love us dearly, right? We also pray. We also want help spiritually, right? We like to be good and honest. We work hard at it. So already just being connected, you're getting wisdom from everybody, right? So think about it. You know, you talk to children from other parts of India, other parts of America, other parts of the world, and you are seeing them and you're all connected, right? In that connection comes this feeling that we are part of a great big whole, right? We're part of a great big journey. Now, when you take that, it also gives you this feeling that I'm not alone, right? If I have a study to do, I have a challenge, well, I have all this network of people who are like me, who all face the same challenges. And one of my friends succeeds here, another friend does a good yoga pose here, I do a good thing, something else. So we're sharing each other's skill sets, right? And confidence. One of my friends runs really fast, one plays cricket really well. Well, I get confidence from that. They're all part of my network. And maybe I can aspire for that. So Rakeshji is a brilliant scientist. And he's going to talk to you. You'll say, you know what? He could be my uncle. He could be my father. He could be my family member. Maybe I can be like that. I can be a wise man like him, right? So when you listen and talk to these people, think like that because they're all part of you, okay? They're all committed to you. Even when you go to school to your teacher, they're all committed to you. They're all behind you. They're kind of your power behind you, right? And that's one part of wisdom, right? You're using your connections and your network, people that you trust, people that you know, and you're building that network. So as you look around, think about it. And perhaps at some point we'll connect you guys and you can even talk to each other, okay? And that way you can make some friends across the globe. Now, the other thing that I want to talk to you about is that we're now in a period where people are afraid of infections, right? Infections, that's something we call coronavirus. I know that you all are also infected or afraid of getting infected. The way to look at it is with wisdom, right? So when you finish these sessions, these 9 weeks, you'll probably have another way of handling that, right? You'll be able to help others handle that because you'll know that this is something that you can actually outwit and outsmart because you have wisdom, right? You've got wisdom that connects you all the way to your Tirthankras, right? You have abilities that tells you your soul can do anything, right? Your soul has everything. So once you understand this and you come to these lectures, you get more understanding, more deep conviction, you'll start connecting that, you know what, I am ultimately powerful. I can ultimately control what's around me, right? My wisdom will guide me how to navigate through these troubles and not worry, okay? So not only are you going to get help from others, you can help yourself in terms of how confident you are. And then guess what? You'll probably help others around you. Remember we said we're networked, we're connected, we have all these kids on the world, we connected, all these teachers who are there just for you, all these summaries just for you. All of them are just there for you. They're right in your pocket. So when are you moving forward, you have them all behind you, right? And so when you get the wisdom and confidence, you'll be able to show it to others. And you give them wisdom, right? And they'll probably improve. So you can be a really good force for good against this great, great pandemic that we are, all right? So don't underestimate how powerful you are, right? Your abilities and your knowledge and your Atma is no weaker than anybody else's, right? So what we're going to do is help you gather that. So these 9 weeks are going to get all of that to you. It is so valuable, I cannot stress. Okay. Now, while Rakesh Bhai is getting ready, there are probably some questions somebody else has. Anybody want to ask a question? Do you want to put a hand in the chat thing? Sankit, did you want to ask a question or did you already ask?
I already asked.
Okay, good. Good question. I think I remember your question. Veer, did you want to ask a question? Yes, you already asked a question.
I think, Ravindra Bhai, one question has been asked is what is wisdom? But we are probably going to answer that as we go.
That's the 9-week course, right? But it's a very good question. The fact you're asking a question means you're at the right place in the right course. Because that's what you're going to learn.
Very good question. Yeah.
Very good question. Okay, Yash, I've unmuted you. I'm not sure you want to leave a question. Yash Kandar from New Jersey.
No.
Okay, good. Let's see if any other questions. So somebody, you do the exercise every day already. This is very good. So I think Pranav Jain. Pranav, are you on? Do you do exercise every day? Let me see if I can unmute you, Pranav. Arav, do you want to tell us about your experience? Let me unmute you. Go ahead, Arav. What did you find when you do exercise every day?
You just get more like refreshed when I do exercises in the morning.
What time do you get up to do exercises, Arav?
Well, sometimes 7:30 in the morning I go for either a run or I go, and after that I will just do like either a workout or something.
Very good. That's amazing. You've been doing it for a long while? You've been doing this for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Can you tell your other members or all your friends now how you manage to do this? What makes you do this every day? Because it must be helping you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell them why you think it's so helpful, why they should consider doing this.
Because it's just refreshing, and you probably won't get, it's harder to get injuries, and it's just better for you.
Good. So it's helping you protect you from injuries because you're relaxing and stretching your joints and muscles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent. And then it's also helping you calm you down, I suspect. Is it calm you down?
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Anybody else wants to share the experiences? Anybody else has been doing this? Raise your hand. Or raise your hand in the chat box. Either way, I can find you. Very good.
So, Devendra Bhai, I just want to quickly announce, lots of students have answered the question correctly. What were the first three yoga exercises we did? Ashvi, Samriya, Sankalp Jain, Dhairya Karunga, and Ira Kothari are the four that I've noticed they've given the right answer to this question. So congratulations and thank you for remembering all the exercises, students.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So you're paying attention. Very good. Very good. Shenali? Shenali, are you there? Do you want to give me your experience about what you felt with the yoga? Shenali Mehta, do you feel like letting us know what you feel?
Yeah, so like when I do yoga, like it makes me feel awake, cause usually I'm sleepy during the day. So when I do yoga, it makes me feel awake in the day, and it makes me feel refreshed.
Very good. So what time of the day do you find time to do it, Shenali?
So sometimes in the morning I do it, and sometimes after I'm done with all my schoolwork.
Does it depend on how busy you are? Perhaps sometimes you don't have time in the morning. Is that why it is?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that's important, right? You have to pick a time that suits you, correct?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter when you do it, you still find it useful. Am I correct? Very good. Who taught you your yoga? How did you learn?
So basically, so like when me and Sandeep, and when me and my sister Sanvi play soccer, they do like little yoga sessions. So like some days they do soccer sessions, and some they do yoga sessions. So sometimes we do yoga from those videos that they show that there.
Very good. So what I want to tell you, which is terrific, is that as you know, using yoga, right? In all sports, athletics. This is not just India now. It's in fact probably bigger outside India, I would think, just because people tend to learn outside and get the pearls from you, right? You would take it for granted, but then people outside think, oh my God, this is amazing. And they start learning from us and we're probably not even doing it. So it's a good lesson to learn that sometimes what we value, the pearls we have that our parents and great-grandfathers and great-great-grandfathers and our acharyas gave us, actually are so valuable. And sometimes you only know that because others are copying them, you know? And so make sure you realize your heritage. This is your heritage. And the yoga you learn, right, by our acharyas to help us more specifically in the path to wisdom, right? So some of the mantras and some of the things you're doing are particularly good for, but very useful. So make sure you keep that in mind. And for this particular 9 weeks, try and learn those. And then you can adapt them as you wish. And you pick the ones that you like. Sometimes you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I don't know if I say anything more about that, but I think that you can then adapt it to a timeline that works for you.
Now,
Yeah, go ahead.
can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. So if we have any yoga related questions, we can take it now. Yeah, I see many. Yeah.
Okay, so what does yoga help you with?
Oh, a very broad question, I would say. Yoga, I would say, is an umbrella where you can take shade for everything. So when you do exercises regularly, it will help you strengthen your muscles, flexibility, which is the main core of yoga. It also helps in relaxing your mind. So I would say that yoga helps your body, mind, and soul, everything. So I guess I will not be doing justice if I answer the question that yeah, yoga helps in this. But yeah, it really helps in body, mind, and soul.
Got it.
Next, Neeta. Yes.
Sankalp?
Yeah.
Hmm? You have any question?
Yeah. So what body parts does tree pose target? Like which one does it help? Like I know it helps the legs, but does it help any other body parts than just the legs?
Oh, sorry. Come again.
So you can go to different schools. I'm not telling you. Why?
Sankalp, can you repeat your question?
Yeah, so what body parts does tree pose target? Like which does it help? I know it helps like the leg because they're bouncing just on one leg, but what other body parts? Does it help your back or like shoulders or your posture or something?
So the tree pose, I'll just show it to you once.
Mhm.
When you do the tree pose, taking your hands above your head and one leg above the knee. When you're doing this, you're balancing on one leg. So obviously it helps in balancing. It is on one leg. So it will help you strengthen your leg muscles.
Mhm.
Your arms obviously are strengthened. You're holding it against gravity. And all this balancing needs a lot of core exercise. So when you do this, a lot of core muscles are also involved. So basically this will help you balance core muscle strengthening, arms and leg strengthening.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yug again, you want to ask something? Or Neeta? So since we have time, yeah. I guess someone was speaking.
All right. So is Surya Namaskar a good yoga? Is it a good yoga, like a good type of yoga to practice?
Oh my God, Surya Namaskar, I would say is the father of yoga. Yes, it's a very good exercise. It stretches your whole body. It helps you also doing push-up, complete stretch of the hamstrings, of the upper arms, upper body. Do you do Surya Namaskar?
Yeah, pretty sure. I know.
Every day or like what's the
I do
frequency?
every day in the morning.
Oh, how many Surya Namaskar are you able to do?
5 rounds, like left and right.
Oh, wow. That's great. Really nice.
Could you like demonstrate?
Can you show it once? I don't think everyone must have heard about Surya Namaskar.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Surya Namaskar.
Everyone can see you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Step 1. Step 2.
Probably.
Okay. You have to look up. Step 3. Yes. Yeah. Look down. Go down. Yes. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. Nice. Okay, good. That was nice. I would like to show Surya Namaskar to everyone. Yeah, someone is raising hand. Neeta's iPhone. Yeah. You're raising hand. You, that was really good. Yeah.
Where's the chat box?
Oh. You can ask your mom or dad, whosoever is.
So there will be 3 dots on your mobile phone on the left hand side, lower right hand side. There will be 3 dots. So just click on those 3 dots and you will see the chat option.
Okay, any more questions? Yeah, Jinal. Yeah.
I know how to do Surya Namaskar, but I have a little confusion in the breathing of Surya Namaskar.
Okay. So you would like to show it to everyone once, and do I correct you?
Okay.
Ruchiji,
I guess,
there's a
yeah, yeah.
question on the chat window, which is a very good question. I'd like to ask that from Swasti Jain. I don't do yoga every day, but I do gymnastics. What is the difference between gymnastics and yoga?
Okay. Actually, Mr. Rakesh Jain, he has messaged that he is able to join. So should I just continue, or we
Oh,
can
great.
take the
Oh, great.
question
Let
next
me
time?
answer this question and then we'll turn it over to him.
Okay.
Difference between yoga and gymnastics.
I am not able to.
Devendra bhai, you can maybe take over then. Let me see if Rakesh Jain is here.
Yeah, someone asked. Yeah. The difference between yoga and gymnastics. Should I answer?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am not the expert person about gymnastics. Yoga, for sure, it helps in a lot of stretching and strengthening, relaxation of the mind. But gymnastics, I'll have to read up about it, and for sure, I'll read up and answer this question for the next session. Is it okay?
Yeah. No, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for.
Okay.
So
You know,
Rakesh, you should be on. Rakesh,
Yeah.
are you on?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Perfect, good. I gave an introduction to them already, so you could probably go ahead.
So sorry to be late. I had problems joining in. I think I joined the other session and was waiting there and then realized, well, this is the wrong, doesn't seem to be the right one. And then when I tried to switch, it said I'm already in a session. So I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. This is all about wisdom, so we learn every step of the way. So go ahead, please.
Thank you. I'll start with a prayer. Rishabh Ajit Sambhav Abhinandan Sumati Padam Supas Jinrai Chand Puhup Sheetal Shriyans Namivasu Puja Pujit Surai Vimal Anant Dharam Jas Ujwal Shanti Kunt Aramalli Manai Muni Subrat Nami Nemi Parsh Prabhu Vardaman Pad Pushpa Chadhai Vardaman Pad Pushpa Chadhai. Adaraniya Samniji, I don't know if Samniji is on, but I would like to thank them for giving me this opportunity to speak to the children on the occasion of celebration of wisdom. I'll share a presentation that I have prepared. So let me know when you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, very clearly.
Okay. All right, so Samnaji asked me to speak on this topic to this group of children. And it is not an easy topic to talk about. Wisdom is something more difficult when you start thinking about it. It is more difficult to comprehend than we like to think. So what I've done in this presentation is I have tried to explain some concepts illustrated with stories. Perhaps that will make it a little bit easier to understand and explain. So that's why my title for this presentation is Stories of Wisdom. So every child wants to be successful. They want to do good in school. They want to go to the best colleges, get the best education, get a good job, and establish themselves in business and reach to the top. But does it also make them wiser at the same time? So we would like to know what is wisdom, how can wisdom be defined? This is the agenda that I'll follow. Then who is wise? Where or how does wisdom come from? And what keeps us from becoming wise? What are those deterrents? And some takeaway lessons from this talk. So what is wisdom? Wisdom is who we are versus what we do. So normally, when we go to school, go to college, we become engineers, doctors, scientists, or businessmen. We become successful. But that does not mean that we have become wiser at the same time. Wisdom is how we behave, no matter what we are, engineers, doctors, scientists, how we behave with others and how we present ourselves in the society that does good for everyone. So wisdom is something above and beyond what we learn or what we become in life. It's also the ability to think and act using knowledge and experience, common sense and insight. So the knowledge and experience that we gain from going to school, doing jobs, other activities, we want to apply that knowledge and experience in the form of a common sense and the insight that we have. It's a combination of all these things. So it is just not pure knowledge and experience, but it includes that abstract sense that we have, common sense and insight. And to illustrate this, I have a story here. So most of everyone perhaps has heard this story. It's a story from our ancient books. It's called Thirsty Crow. Once there was a crow. It was summertime, and it was very, very hot. And a crow was looking for water. So after flying for some time, it saw a pitcher of water and then soon descended to have a drink. So, but when the level of water in the pitcher was not high enough for him to drink, so he could not dip his beak into the water and drink. So what should he do now? After several tries, trial and error, and just thinking or past experience or a stroke of luck, he saw some stones around and started putting them into the water. And as he put one stone after another, the level of water came up higher in the picture because the water was replaced by stones. And as we know, the water rose and the crow was able to have a drink the water. So this is wisdom. He used his, he went above and beyond his usual circumstances. And he tried different things, had some common sense, probably he had seen something in the past, others do, but a combination of all these things that he was able to accomplish his task. So this is a good example of wisdom, getting work done. Wisdom is also the capacity of judging rightly, making the right decision. We are all faced with making decisions every minute, every second in our life. And so if we are wise, we will make the right decision. So and particularly in matters related to life and conduct, how we conduct ourselves with others in the society and with ourselves. So, so wisdom can be said that how we treat others and everything in the environment we live in. So it's not only people, but how we treat the environment itself, the water, the air. In Jain philosophy, even water, air are living things. So even the non-living things, we need to be careful and not waste anything. So that involves wisdom. Albert Einstein said that wisdom is not a product of schooling, but a lifelong attempt to acquire it. So it's something that we acquire above and beyond going to school. We don't learn this in school. So hope this makes some sense. So we did go over this a little bit, but just to reiterate, wisdom and knowledge are different. Knowledge is something that we gain from going to school, learning from books, and other avenues. It's the skill that we obtain. But wisdom comes from inside us, so from our inside. In Hinduism, Ganesha is considered the god of wisdom. He's the god of Shubh, what is everything that is auspicious, that is good, that is wisdom. He's considered the god of wisdom. Whereas Saraswati is considered goddess of knowledge. So knowledge, all the skills, the arts, the music, and the other dancing, all these things, they come from practice and knowledge. Wisdom is the fitting application of knowledge. So again, we are trying to say that wisdom is when we appropriately apply that knowledge that we gain. Examples are, knowledge is knowing that fire can burn, that we try to touch something that is hot and we learn that it can burn. Wisdom is staying away from it. When we see fire, we know what it can do, so we become wiser. We stay away from fire. Similarly, knowledge is what is gathered over time through study of scriptures. And wisdom in turn is acting properly based on that knowledge. So we learn something from scriptures. We learn what is living, what is non-living, but actually living, using that knowledge in our daily action is what is wisdom. Okay. Knowledge means understanding meaning that the light has turned red when we are driving. At a traffic signal, we see that the light has turned red. Our wisdom tells us, well, we should stop. We apply the brakes. Knowledge sees the rain in the forecast. You're listening to news and you have a plan to go out, a picnic or something, or a trip. The forecast says there's rain. Wisdom tells us to carry an umbrella, be prepared for what's forthcoming. So these are some examples of wisdom. Now, who is wise and how do we acquire wisdom? So we know that wisdom does not come from going to school. Wisdom is defined by our values in life, what we learn from our parents, our sanskar. It is associated with attributes such as unbiased judgment, compassion, and non-attachment, in a way that everyone benefits and no one gets hurt. So using these values for the benefit of everyone, that is wisdom. Wisdom comes from the possession of the three jewels of Jain religion: having the right faith, that is having the right vision, the trust in our religious leaders, our Tirthankars, who have given us the right path, shown us the right path, taught us about truth. So having the right faith contributes to our wisdom. Right knowledge. We have to have the right kind of knowledge to act, to inculcate that in our daily action. And combined with this, we need to develop or have our conduct that is right. All these three are essential if you want to really succeed in life. In the Tattvat Sutra, it says that all three are essential to attain salvation, but that's the highest goal. But we can, even though we may not reach there, even in the next, it should be our goal to build these characteristics in our character, to know about these three jewels: the right faith, having the right trust in the right teachers and leaders, having the right knowledge, so that we can act on that to develop the right conduct. Wisdom also comes from maintaining a balance under favorable and unfavorable circumstances. That is having samyat. We are faced with different conditions. We live in an era where not everything is smooth. We face difficulties. There are unfavorable circumstances, whether they are natural disasters or man-made. We face unfavorable conditions. We have favorable when we benefit. We have a profit. We do good in our job, in our family. We have good occasions in our family. So those are all favorable conditions. But to know how to behave in favorable as well as unfavorable circumstances is what is wisdom. And I'd like to relate a story of Arjun Mali here. This is a great example of a balanced attitude. It's also called equanimity or samyatva. Arjun Mali was a gardener in the city of Rajgriha. This is during the time of Bhagwan Mahavir. Arjun Mali was a pious, very well-liked person in the community. He used to worship in the nearby temple and also distribute flowers to his neighbors and everybody in the community. He was well-liked. However, once an unjust incident happened in the family. Some intruders mistreated his wife, who was very beautiful, and that left him heartbroken. And he became angry because of that, and ultimately became a ferocious killer. He wanted to take revenge. Why did it happen to him? So he became a ferocious killer. He killed all those people who were involved, including the wife was killed as well in that incident, and he killed the people who caused that incident. And not only he didn't stop right there, but he became so angry and so misled that he started killing people every day. Whoever ventured into outside the city, he killed them. So he became very much feared. Nobody ventured outside the city. Once Bhagwan Mahavir came to that city, on the outskirts of the city, in a garden, and but nobody dared to venture outside to see him, to greet him, and to listen to his sermons. So Sudarshan was the chief of the city security. He was the chief of the police department, if you relate to these days. He was a pious person. He thought this is not right, and he has to do something about it. People are afraid to go and see Bhagwan Mahavir and listen to his sermon, which is such a great opportunity that he's come to our city. So he went alone to see Bhagwan Mahavir. On the way, he met Arjun Mali. Arjun Mali, as usual, he was ferocious. He had a weapon in his hand, and he was ready to kill anyone he saw. He has taken a vow to kill at least 6 people every day, the 6 people who caused him harm originally. Sudarshan took a vow. He knew that there was trouble on the way. There would be trouble on the way. He recited Navkar mantra in his mind and took a vow that he will not eat more than 4 items in a day until the situation was solved. And he stood in Kayotsarg. He stood motionless in front of Arjun Mali. And Arjun Mali tried to hit him, tried to kill him, but every attempt he made was failed. He could not harm Sudarshan. And ultimately, the demigod that had gotten inside Arjun Mali, that had made him so ferocious, he had to leave his body. He has to leave his mind. And he was defeated by the commitment of Sudarshan and the fearlessness of Sudarshan. And Arjun Mali came back to his senses. And he asked, where did he get so much strength? Then Sudarshan narrated everything, that Bhagwan Mahavir has come to the city after such a long time. And people are afraid to come out and see him. So I had to come and greet Bhagwan Mahavir and set an example for others to come as well. Arjun Mali understood the situation. He apologized for his behavior and went to Lord Mahavir with Sudarshan and all the other people from the city. And ultimately, he took Diksha from Bhagwan Mahavir and joined his congregation. After, and he just, when they left, he left the city with Bhagwan Mahavir's congregation. After some time, they came back to the city.
Rakesh bhai, 1 second, can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Is everybody able to hear Rakesh ji very clearly? Can you just raise your hands or just say, there's no problem with the audio, correct? All right, thank you very much.
Actually, Rakesh, you also, while, sorry about the interruption, but
yeah, no.
We will be winding down and ask questions, so perhaps, and then we can continue to talk next week.
Oh, okay.
So take a few minutes, wind down. Take your time, wind down halfway, ask questions, let them give some questions, and then we can get to summary after that. So we'll catch
Oh.
up next week.
Oh, okay. Okay. That sounds fine. So we were at a point in the story where Arjun Mali had taken Diksha, joined Mahavir Bhagwan's camp, and came back after a few months to the same city, Rajgriha. But people at this, seeing Arjun Mali, their fear or anger came back that he has killed so many of their relatives. And so they were not nice to him. They shouted, bad, spoke badly about him, threw stones at him, and treated him very, very badly. But Arjun Mali was a changed person. He tolerated all this with equanimity, thinking that it is my own doing that is bringing me this treatment now. So the moral of the story is basically true repentance is the best soap which can cleanse with which we can cleanse ourselves and attain samatha. We can stay balanced in our behavior under favorable and unfavorable conditions. So then the other three fundamental principles are acharya, non-stealing. Of course, whenever we steal something, we never feel at peace. We're always thinking, we have this guilt feeling we've done something wrong, and we can never be at peace and have a balanced mind. So this is if we have a mindset of non-stealing, it will be easier for us to become wise or gain wisdom. I skipped over ahimsa, non-violence earlier. There is so much violence, unrest in today's society. But if we can stay ourselves non-violent in our ways and behavior, that will help us in becoming wiser. Brahmacharya relates to treating, staying true to our nature, treating everybody with respect. And then aparigraha is the quality of non-possession. We want to limit our possessions because materialism always leads to more and more greed, and there is no limit to what we want to, our desires have no limits. We want to gain more and more. To illustrate the point, how much time do I have, Devendra Bhai?
I think Ramliji may be waiting, so perhaps we can
park
it and do this next time.
I can stop here.
If you want to ask, if somebody wants to ask questions, they can raise their hand and Devendra Bhai can coordinate with those questions. And Shamini is just winding down the other class right now.
And can you unblock the chat, do you think, Devan?
I did.
Okay, perfect. So Veer, do you have a question?
Yeah, I thought I thought brahmacharya means not to do like marriage.
No. Brahmacharya does not mean not to do marriage, but it is, we live in a family, so it is okay to have a family, but going beyond having unnatural relations with other people is what is brahmacharya, celibacy. We want to maintain a family, but we don't want to treat others with respect at the same time. Does it make sense?
Can you go back? I want to write down the 5 principles you need. So can you go back to the slideshow?
Sure, I can do that. Did I unshare?
And Vidit, get ready for your question. You'll be next.
Okay.
Wait, that was my question.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
So it's ahimsa, satya, acharya means non-stealing, brahmacharya and aparigraha.
So see, these are some of the notes you may want to make, because Rakesh Bhai will prepare 5 to 10 questions from his notes today, and there may be in your exam.
Joe Ulash, you had a question before we wind down?
Sure.
Yes, I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Go, say it, say it. How much long is this class gonna last for?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Say it again.
And
How much longer is this class gonna last for?
Oh,
I can answer that, Joe. We have the great Adanya Samriji going to come and talk in a couple of seconds. And then when she finishes, it'll be done. So it should not be long. You will like it though. Good question.
They are waiting for somebody.
okay.
Any other questions?
Okay.
I think
Did everybody
we had a
understand?
question, right?
I'm sorry?
Oh, no, I don't have a question.
Okay, you raised your hand, so okay, never mind.
Did everybody understand the 3 jewels of Jainism? Do you remember?
Wave your hands because you're on mute. If you remember, wave your hands, Rakesh, if you can see that.
Good.
Perfect. Very good. All right.
Okay.
We have Ashvi Samria who wants to ask a question. Ashvi, go ahead.
About the wisdom. So when wisdom and knowledge you have like a different, right?
Yes.
So if I was to say, if there was a hurricane coming, that would be my knowledge, right? And then my wisdom would be to stay home. So
That's right.
So how exactly does, never mind, I forgot it.
No, you're on the
You
right.
definitely got it.
Yep, absolutely. Well done. It's using the knowledge to act rightly, making the right decision. That is wisdom.
Samkit, do you have a question?
Yeah. Could you just, well, it's not really a question, but could you go back to your PowerPoint? There was something that I wanted to copy, but didn't have enough time to.
Okay.
Which slide would you like?
I don't really remember, but like once I see it, I think I'll know.
Can you see it?
No.
Okay, I need to share again, I think. Okay.
Yes, that's the slide.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, and everybody make notes because there's a test in about 3-4 weeks, and then some of these questions may come up. So it's a good idea to, good question and good idea to take some notes where you can. Vijit, do you have a?
Yeah, so the three jewels of Jainism were right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct.
Right.
Excellent.
Do you understand these things?
So Vidit, what do you think of those? What does it mean, do you think? Doesn't matter if you don't know, just what do you think they mean?
Okay, I'm done. Thank you. I think they mean like to have our wisdom, we must have these things, or like we'll make mistakes in life. So if we have these things, we'll follow the right path and then gain cable gun.
Right.
Sankalp Jain, you have a question?
Well, actually, I want to say something about how, like, these three jewels relate to wisdom.
Sure.
So, like, right faith, as you said, like, you need to believe in the right thing, which is wise, a wise thing to do, because you're applying your knowledge to make right decisions. And right knowledge is, like, you should have the right knowledge to even be wise. Because if you don't have the right knowledge, you can't really be wise. Then right conduct, you should behave. You have to behave good in order to be wise. Like, you have to have a good behavior in order to be a wise person.
Yes, based on the right faith and right knowledge, you build your conduct. And if you do that, you will gain wisdom and ultimate, even reach higher, the highest goal of salvation if you do this. Excellent, excellent. Very well done.
I believe Shamniji has joined in.
Okay.
So let me see if I can share them on. Vandami Namasami Shamniji.
Fold your hands too.
Rakesh, want to unshare your screen?
Okay.
Shomniji, are you here?
Yeah.
So thank you, Rakesh ji, for an excellent presentation on stories of wisdom and answering questions of our students. Wish we had more time with you, but we'll move on to our next session here. That is with Shamni Shanti Pragya ji. So a quick background and an introduction of all the people in Orlando, of course, know her very well, and blessed to have her at our JVB. So she
What are you trying to do?
she took Diksha in
Let's do it.
2009 in Ladlun under the guidance of Acharya Mahapragya. She has MA in Prakrit, MA in English. So those of you know Prakrit. I don't know how many of you students know that, but Prakrit is the language in which a lot of Jain scriptures are written. So it's a very old, several thousand-year-old language, and she has MA in that language. That's amazing. She knows 5 different languages, and she has traveled, of course, India, Nepal, and now in the US. She arrived at our JVB in Orlando in 2019, early 2019, I would recall. And then she's been doing a great job guiding and inspiring all our members and students here, also running the Gyan Shala. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Samni Shanti Pragya ji.
Thank you, Kinesh bhai. Om Rim Namo Arihantanam. Om Rim Namo Siddhanam. Om Rim Namo Ayariyanam. Om Rim Namo Vachhayanam. Om Rim Namo Loe Sabbasahunam. Om Rim Namo Arihantanam. Om Rim Namo Siddhanam. Om Rim Namo Ayariyanam. Om Rim Namo Vachhayanam. Om Rim Namo Loe Sabbasahunam. Om Rim Namo Arihantanam. Om Rim Namo Siddhanam. Om Rim Namo Ayariyanam. Om Rim Namo Vachhayanam. Om Rim Namo Loe Sabbasahunam. Eso panchana muktara Sabbapavapanasana Mangalanam cha sabbesim Paranam bhavai Mangalam Paranam bhavai Mangalam. आराध्य देव की चरण में वंदना. And kids, I want to start my topic with story. What is the topic of today? Do you know? What is the topic of today? Today is our talk. What is the topic? Okay. Wisdom. Wisdom was the last, and the celebration of wisdom is the main topic of our main theme of our camp. But what is the topic of this session? Wisdom, wisdom, all have a wisdom. Okay, Vidit Chaje, Darshan. Okay. In the last class topic was that. But now this class topic is the direction of your states, right? The direction of your states. First of all, I want to say that this is a birth centenary year. The last phase we are we are celebrating this wisdom, because the last whole year we had came for kids grow with wisdom. Now we are celebrating that wisdom, and we are celebrating it globally. And today's topic is direction of your steps. So I want to start my talk with a story. Once, two kids were walking on a narrow path toward each other. When they came near one another, no one was willing to let the other pass first. They just stood there screaming at each other. "Yet let me pass first," said one kid. The second replied, "No, I was first here." And again first told, "No, I must be first because I am bigger." Then replied the second one, "No, I must be first because I am more beautiful." "No, I am wiser than you, and you must therefore respect me. I am stronger. I have many kids that will hurt you if you don't let me pass." So after a while, after all these dialogues, the screams turned into fight. The kids started fighting, scratching and biting each other. A little while later, wiser kid arrived to see. He looked at them and started to laugh. Why? Because the two cats were fighting. Two cats were fighting. So the two cats stopped fighting and looked at him, amazed. "Why are you laughing?" Both cats asked. So the wiser cat replied, "I'm laughing at you, at your behavior. You are wasting your time and hurting each other just because you won't let other one pass. The path is wide enough for each cat to pass to the other side. Why are you fighting? Don't you anything better to do?" Then both of cats replied. The cats replied that it's a matter of honor and power. We have power. I am stronger than him. The other cat, no, I am stronger than him. So how I can let him pass? The wise cat was amused and said, "You need to prove you're stronger. You are stronger. Do you need to prove you are stronger? Who cares about it? Nobody." Nobody cares about it, that you are stronger. And someone who is really strong and self-confident doesn't feel the need to show this to others. He or she feels good about himself and others feel his strength and respect him with love, not fear. So there is life is good food. There is life, there is good food, and there are wonderful things to enjoy and to do. And you are standing here facing each other, yelling, scratching, and fighting. Is this a practical and rational act? Open your eyes and grow up. Is it really important? Who passes first to the other side of the path? Is it worthwhile to have all the scratches and bites? You're wasting your time, energy, and health on nonsense. Look around and see all the animals around you laughing at your irrational behavior. The two kids were pure and didn't know what to say. The words of the wise kid made sense, but their subconscious programmed behavior habits were too strong. It was not easy for them to resist them. Did the two cats start fighting and each one went on their way? I leave that for you to think about. Okay, now I will give you 5 situations that what should they do. The first situation. What is the first situation? Okay, so choose one option from this. We have 5 options. First option is that one kid should go back and let the other pass. The second option is both should fight. Both will fight, and then whoever is stronger will win and go first. Third one is one will sit down and other will go the pass over him. The fourth option, both will fight, and after that fight, no one will win, and they will destroy their life. And then fifth option is one will go back, let the other go, let the other pass the way, and then he will stay with the other one. He will do friendship with the other and will avoid to go the next side. So what is the option your first, second, third, or fourth? Please give your answers. First one was that one should, means if there is a situation, what should do? I'm not asking that what should do, but what you are doing. If you have the situation, that kids are the symbols, but if you are in the situation that any person in front of you is there, and you and that person both are fighting, both will fight, or you will go back, what will you do? The first option, second option, third, or fourth, or fifth. Okay, fifth option. I know that fifth or first, or you will find that this is the best, but what you are doing, because now I'm asking for that. Maybe you heard this story many times, but what you are doing in that situation. Erase the kids from your scene. Instead, yourself and your any part enemy or any, we can say in Hindi, pratidvandi. So what you are doing, First option was, yeah, someone asking an option. First option was that one should go back, then other will go past the road, and then he will go his own way. Second option was both will fight, then stronger will win, and then he will pass first. Third one is one will sit down, then other will pass over him. Fourth one is both will fight and no one will win. Both will destroy their life. And fifth one is one will go back, the other will go past the road, and then the first one will do friendship with the first one, the second one, and will be there. So what you are doing? I'm asking what you are doing, because what I want to say next is about you, not for that kids. What you are doing. What steps you are taking in your life. In any situation of your life, what you are doing. Okay? Fast. Still not full answer. Okay, most of reply is first or fifth, third. Okay. So now I want to share that whatever your option chose, but you know what right option for you. So if you are following the first option in your life, if you are following the first option in your life, it means you are very polite. Your nature is very polite. You are polite with always, you are always polite with everybody. And if sometimes like situations are not polite, but you try to put politeness there. From anywhere you drag politeness to that situation. And you always try to keep balance. So you don't like any struggle, not struggle, means any fight with anybody. You don't like to fight with anybody. And it is good. But sometimes you should be sure that you should not that much polite that always you go back. Sometimes it's also necessary for our life that you should be stable, or we should fight for our some right thing. If always the other people is wrong and we are right, so always not go back, not accept the wrong things. We should accept the right thing. We should fight for right thing also. But we should also know that what is right and wrong. Then you can fight. So first, if you chose the first option, it means you are very polite. Your nature is very polite. Then second option, that both will fight, and one is stronger will win. So according to this, it means you are a very brave person. You have that enthusiasm that whatever I want, I will get it. Anyhow, I will get it. And you are trying fully to get it. You can fight for it. You can fight for it with anybody. So it's good. But sometimes this fight, this enthusiasm leads you to be cruel. So you should pay attention that if you are going towards cruelty, you should not go towards that. Then third option was that both will wise and one will sit, other will pass the row. So the third option says that if you chose the third option, that you will sit down and let other pass over you. It means you're doing all works. Keep in your mind that always it should be good for everybody, everyone. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to do worst or bad for anybody. You always keep in your mind that each and every action should be good. So it's good, but because of this, sometimes people can find that you are not brave or you are fearful. So you should try that whenever people misusing yourself, that time you should be aware that no, here they are misusing me, I should be alert. And you are also very enthusiastic and very, you can say, very nice person, that you are not taking all the situation in your mind and you're leaving, keep and silence. That fourth option was the both will fight and then both will destroy their life. It means if you are doing this for in your life, then you have a negative attitude towards life. I think no one has choose this fourth option, but if anybody have this quality, this type of what I can say attitude, so it's a negative attitude for your life, and you always try to keep surrounding like ready to fight. So, and you feel, if you chose this fourth option, you feel that this world is not good, people are not, all people are bad, and nothing is right in this world. And you think like, I want peace, but what for that peace you are giving what? You think that I will get that peace by fighting. But where there is fighting, there is no peace. So, if you have this type of attitude, you should avoid it. And fifth option, E. I give the name A, B, C, D, E, fifth option was that you will go back with the other one, you stay with them, and you are enjoying presence of the other. It means you are very friendly, you make friends very fast, and you have a very positive attitude for your life. You always find happiness in any situation. No matter what the situation is, you find happiness. You always find happiness in any situation. And you are very, you can say, very good person. And because of this, many times it happens because you are used to make more friends. Some friends they are mischief with you, and because of that, they are hurting you. But you are being balanced. You balance your life. That no, it's okay. Whatever they did is their fault. I should be remain balanced in my life. So these are the 5 type of quality, attitude of our life that we are generally adopting in every situation. So that story was the other thing. But what step we are taking in our life, in spiritual life also. If this is also spirituality, practical spirituality. If we are doing good, if we are doing right with everybody, it's a practical spirituality. So A, B, C, D, E. There were 4 options, right? 5 options were there. And I think no one chose D. So our D. So A, B, C, E of life, where we start our spirituality, where we can start our wisdom, we can improve our wisdom, we can celebrate our wisdom. So I want to share some words. The first is A. A says us that adjust in every situation. And if you can't, then accept it. You should adjust in every situation, and if you can't, you should adjust it. Then second one is, the second word is B. Second option was B. So stay blissful. Always stay blissful. C, change yourself. Generally, we try to change others, but when we start to change ourselves, we can get more positivity in ourselves. When we start to change ourselves, the world will be changed automatically. Everything will be changed. Once a person was running, he was running very fast on the road. The people saw him that he was running. One person stopped him. One man stopped him and asked, "What happened? Why are you running?" He told, "I want to see sunrise, so I'm running fast." Okay, you want to watch sunrise? Want to see what sunrise? Stop. And then he stopped him and he turned him the opposite direction. As soon as he turned the direction, The sunrise was in front of him. So what happens? We're trying to change others, but we are not trying to change our directions. When we try to change our direction, we can change the world. If you wear black goggles, you will find that everything is black. If you wear green goggles, you will find green sunglasses. You will find everything is green. But when you open the goggles, open the sunglasses, you'll find that what is the reality outside. So we should start to change ourselves. Generally, in this age, what we do, if anything happens, we blame to our friends, we blame to our parents, that because of our parents, we can't do this, that, right? It happens. That we are blaming others, but we are not ready to change ourselves. If our parents scolding on us, they are suggesting something again and again. Why? Because we are not following that. If we follow at once, they don't need to say once more, again and again. So, what should we do? We should change ourselves. And then last one is enlightenment. He says enlightenment. If we want to enlighten ourselves, we should change our direction. So this ABCE, it says adjust and adjust in every situation. And if you can't adjust, if you can't change it, accept it and stay blissful. When you change yourself, you will get enlightenment. Okay, so I think all of you will follow right direction in your life, right path in your life, that this is right and wrong. Yeah, sometimes you find that some people are doing good, wrong with us. But that time, if you have your wisdom, if you use your wisdom, you will find that what you should do. Otherwise, you will fight with them, you will destroy yourself. So, there's a celebration of wisdom. It says us that we should awaken our wisdom for our life, not only this materialistic life, but for also our spiritual life. That where we can do right or wrong, where we should do right or wrong. We should always do right, but what is right or wrong? What it says our wisdom. If we awaken our wisdom, we'll find that this is right and wrong. And still, you are younger, little younger, not too much, but little younger. So this time, if you can't think about it, you should ask your parents, your adults, that what I should do, what is right, what is wrong, and that time you should follow them. Okay, so what is the direction of your life and in which direction you should go? I think you understood it, and if you have any questions, you can ask.
You can type your questions as well as raise your hand and I'll unmute you. Students.
They are busy with chatting.
Thank you. I think they have answered a lot of those questions you were asking, Shamini. I just want to see if they have any question.
There are no question on this chatting. Only they are chatting with each other. Any of you, do you have any question? Okay, you don't have any questions, then I ask you. I'll ask you. Okay. So Arnav Sangvi is there? Arnav Sangvi. Can you hear me? Can you listen me? Arnav Sangvi.
Just raise your hand. I'll unmute you.
Okay, Sankalp. Sankalp is there? Yeah, Sankalp.
Sankalp, you can talk now.
Yeah. I didn't have a question.
Yeah, I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
When you find that you have siblings or not? You have siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Older than you or younger than you?
Elder.
Elder. Okay. When you find that your elder brother,
Sister. I have a sister.
the elder sister, when she is doing something or she gets something, like suppose she has mobile, iPad, laptop, everything and anything more, and she has everything new and you don't have, okay, that time what will you think or what will you do?
Well,
you want
I
it.
might, huh?
You desire, you want it, and you requested many times your parents, but they are not giving you, then what will you do?
So if I was in that situation, I would feel kind of jealous, and I wouldn't feel as happy as I would. Like, I'd feel jealous if I ask him multiple times and then I might not get what I wanted. But then, since I already have like many things, like I already have a laptop, so then I would feel grateful that at least I have a laptop, and I'm not like I don't have nothing. I at least have like a laptop, so I'd feel a little grateful, but also a little jealous of how she has like everything of the latest model.
Okay, thank you. So how will you get rid of that jealous?
Well, I would probably see like situations where people don't have nothing, and I'll be grateful that at least I have everything I need, and I don't, like, a bunch of people don't have anything, they have like barely anything they need. So like I would be grateful that I have stuff that I need, and I would feel unjealous because I would notice that at least I have a laptop, so I'm grateful for what I have.
So from where you learned all these things?
Well, in Pathshala we learned about stuff, and we also did this thing. It's the 7 habits of, there's this seven habits books series, and it's like by Stephen Covey and Sean Covey, and they write books and then they say examples, and we were writing essays for the 7 habits each, so we each got a habit. I didn't get assigned a habit, but I still like read the book. And in there it says be proactive, and being proactive is being grateful and then like improving. So I learned it from like all the 7 habits helped me improve my lifestyle.
Okay, very good. All the best to improve that 7 of habits. Okay, next I want to ask, who is there? Adhya Ostava. Adhya is there? what do you think about your life? Let's
I
watch.
think I have a very good life because I have lots of stuff I need. I have clothes, I have food, I have water, and I have lots of things that help me in life.
Yeah, I'm asking that what you think about your life. That what do you want to do in your life, and how will you achieve that?
I want to be a brain doctor, and I want to, and I think how I'm gonna achieve being a brain doctor is studying and doing lots of work a lot.
But why you want to be a brain doctor?
Because then I can get stuff and I can give it to people who don't have food and don't have clothes and all the poor people.
What is the main purpose behind to be a brain doctor? Without that also you can do that, all other stuffs. You can help people. So why you chose this thing only, that you want to be a brain doctor?
Because I really want to learn, because I really want to do some learning about brains, and I want to be a doctor too.
But why doctor, not any other thing? You can be a psychiatrist also, psychiatrist.
Yes, but in doctors, it just feels like it's my dream to become a doctor. So
you can think about it also. Why? What is the main reason behind it? Okay, you should walk. Okay, Arnav is here. Now Arnav is here. Yeah, Arnav Sangvi. Yeah. My question goes to you.
What?
Yeah, thank you, Adya. You should think once more that why, what the inner desire for this, what the inner reason for this thing, that you want to be a brain doctor only. There are many other paths to help people and serve humanity, but why you want to this only? Why you want, like many other way to earn money also, but why you want to be this only? Okay, I think you should, if you think, and next session, next week we'll meet again, and if we get chance, you will share your ideas once more. Okay, Arnav.
So.
What, from where are you?
Huh? Iowa, USA.
Okay. Why are you attending this camp?
Cause I wanted to learn about wisdom.
Okay. Then what is wisdom?
Wisdom is what you learn.
What you learn. It's knowledge. What you learn is knowledge. It's information.
Wisdom is what you learn is knowledge, and then whatever the knowledge says, that is wisdom to do. Like if it's raining, then you have to take an umbrella as wisdom.
Okay. Trisha is there? Can you see what is wisdom? Thank you, Arnav. Trisha? Yeah, what is wisdom according to you?
Well, I say that wisdom is what you, so from the knowledge that you have got, you try to make the right decisions in your life, and Yeah.
Okay. Tia? Tia is there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So what is wisdom according to you?
It's knowledge that you learn and you pick the right choices and like cleverness.
Okay. So I think wisdom, if we say wisdom, knowledge and information is a different thing. If you are collecting an information, that Google have all informations. The knowledge that you know, this is right, wrong, and then wisdom to apply the knowledge in your life, right? Apply the old knowledge, whatever you're getting, that knowledge when you are applying in your life, it's wisdom. Yeah. What are Sasi? Are you asking anything or you want to say anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say what wisdom is, but now since you explained, I think I.
Okay. Okay. Jinal is there? Jinal? No, Jinal is there, no?
Shamliji, Jinal is there. I'm just unmuting.
Yeah. Jinal?
Athen Mandami.
Ah.
Mandami Namansami.
Jinal. So, my question for you that you are attending this camp from India, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think sometimes you are facing some difficulties also because of this English. Because the pronunciation of American English is different.
Yes.
So how are you taking this? That you should continue this camp or not?
Yes. I will continue because from this I can improve my English too.
Okay, good. You will improve your English.
Yes.
And what you want to learn from this camp?
Like here, yoga and meditation is also there. From meditation, we interest.
Okay, thank you. So rhythm is there. Rhythm. Thank you, Jinal. Rhythm Shah. Rhythm Shah is there?
Yeah, it's there. I'm trying to unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhythm. So, what is the connection between yoga, meditation, and wisdom?
Connection?
Yeah, is there any connection with wisdom and yoga meditation? I think many of you have the question in the starting, at the starting, that is this yoga camp or wisdom camp? Right? I read the chat, I got the message, I say, I've seen that messages of you, many of you, that is this camp, yoga camp or wisdom camp? What is this? Or summer camp? So what is the connection between this?
From summer camp to wisdom camp and
Yoga and meditation. What is the connection between yoga, meditation, and wisdom?
Well, let me see. Well, usually in meditation, basically people meditate to have knowledge, like to refresh themselves and get knowledge. Wisdom is also to have the right knowledge. So that's what I see in the connection. Summer camp, I am not really sure.
Okay, thank you.
If they have
Yomsha. What is according to you? Is there any relation between yoga, meditation, and wisdom?
Well, I think yoga is the stretching of the body and it also brings peace to mind. Wisdom, in my words, is it's the application of knowledge, I think. Is what I learned today, that wisdom is the application of knowledge. And meditation is I think centering yourself with your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the connection between both of these? If there is no connection, we will not. We would not arrange this yoga for you, but you have that yoga course also for 9 days. It's 9 session of yoga. But why? Vishwasi, you have raised hand.
So, Samaniji,
Yeah, I'm concluding on this side. Because yoga and meditation, when we are doing, and when we are in peace, we can take our decision. If we are not in peace, we are not healthy, we can't use our wisdom. When we want to use our wisdom, anything we want to apply in our life, but if we are healthy, we are in peace in our mind, we can apply it. So in this wisdom camp, you can learn many things. Now I am requesting Adharya Niteshika ji to say Mangal Part.
thank you, Shamaniji. Thank you, all the students. Amazing interactive participation. Thank you.
Chattari Mangalam, Arhanta Mangalam, Siddha Mangalam, Sahu Mangalam, Kevali Pannattu Dhammo Mangalam, Chattari Loguttama, Arhanta Loguttama, Siddha Loguttama, Sahu Loguttama, Kevali Pannattu Dhammo Loguttamo, Chattari Sarnam Pavajjami, Arhante Sarnam Pavajjami, Siddhe Sarnam Pavajjami, Sahu Sarnam Pavajjami, केवली पन्नत्तं धम्मं शरणं पवज्जामि विघ्नहरण मंगल करण स्वाम भिक्षुनो नाम गुणोलक समरण किया सरय अचिंत्या काम सरय अचिंत्या काम सरय अचिंत्या
Thank you very much to all the participants, Shamanijis, host. Please make sure that you all see the emails coming towards the end of the week with the new link and new IDs and passwords. And also, if you have any questions, Kineshbhai, if you want to mention that.
Yeah, I have posted an email ID in the messages. If you have any feedback, any question, kindly just send that over to that email ID. It is jvborlando9@gmail.com. Thank you. Once again, thank you everyone for joining, and please do come next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern and 7:30 p.m. India time. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to end the meeting right now.